welcome back to MJ Magic Show with Mitzi Martinez, me, the host. So today, I am so honored to have a wonderful person in my podcast. Not only that he's the mayor, but he's not just any mayor. He's the mayor of Arlington, where we're gonna have the World Cup 2026. Do not play with balls. So today we have Jim Ross. Hello.
Hello.
Well, how are you doing today?
Absolutely wonderful. This is my last event of the day, so I am all yours.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep you here for hours. Then.
Come on. We'll stay. Order a pizza.
Oh, yeah. We got tacos.
Tacos, even better.
So, I have a few questions for you from the audience who had messaged me and messaged Radio Metroplex. So, let's start with the World Cup.
Okay.
So, in a few months, we're going to have the World Cup, correct?
Yeah.
How do you feel being the mayor representing a city where we're literally going to have everyone, starting with Argentina? And didn't they win the last World Cup?
They did.
They did?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did.
Of course. Like, you're like, oh my God, everybody's going to be here. Japón, Japan, Europa, Europe. I mean, everybody. How do you feel?
Everybody's going to be there. It's really cool. It really puts Arlington center stage for the world. We are hosting 9 games of the World Cup, more than any other city in North America, more than Mexico, more than the United States, more than anybody in Canada. 9 games. It's like more than 9 Super Bowls, all in a 30-day period.
Oh, wow. So that means Arlington is literally about to be super extra famous.
Absolutely. We're going to be all over the charts.
Okay, as we should.
Yes.
So, what are things that the city or how are you guys getting prepared for the game?
Yeah. So, the most important thing, bar none, for every big event, and I don't care if it's the World Cup or the Grand Prix of Arlington or WrestleMania or Taylor Swift or whoever it may be, the most important thing is safety. Making sure that people can come to the event, have a great time, and get out of Arlington safely. So the most important aspect of that is looking at how do we keep hundreds of thousands of people safe. And I think we have a great game plan. I've visited with mayors of other host cities all over North America, Mexico, Canada, United States. We've talked about preparation and what they're doing compared to what we're doing. I think our North Texas region is ahead of the curve when it comes to preparation. Second to safety is transportation. How do we get people in and out of the area? And that's overlaps with safety because they have to have safe transportation. We have a tremendous busing system that will be bringing people to and from nearby hotels that are going to be bringing them into the entertainment district. People will be traveling around the Trinity Express up to the center port just north of Arlington. They can get off there and take charter buses right down into the entertainment district. So we have a very robust system in place for all of that. And lastly, the other thing that we're doing is how do we engage with our community and our businesses to make sure that everybody is able to enjoy without interruption all the special things that the World Cup brings, because this isn't just about 30 days in Arlington. This is about a legacy. This type of stuff will impact communities for decades to come.
What about parking?
Parking.
Like parking, but for the residents, because especially the people that live close to the stadium.
Yeah. So, here's the key thing. People don't realize this about Arlington. We have 3 stadiums within walking distance of each other. Choctaw, Globe Life Field, and AT&T Stadium. Our stadiums weren't just happenstance on where they came about. We strategically placed them following a very in-depth analysis of where we could park people and how we could get people in and out of the entertainment district. So the stadiums are built specifically for parking and ingress and egress. So that's why when you leave a soccer match during the World Cup, when you leave the Cowboys game, it doesn't take you forever to get out of Arlington. You're able to move quickly because we have an extremely well-oiled machine on how to move traffic in and out of Arlington.
Okay, that's awesome. So, are you excited, as everyone else is?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'll be more excited if we can get the USA team playing here. I'd love to see Mexico's team get in here during the semifinals or something like that, because for me, we have such a large Latino population here in Texas, and most of which are going to be Mexican Americans going to be here. That is going to be huge if we can make an impact here in Texas with that. So we'll see what happens.
Everything's gonna go great.
Yeah.
How do you feel like as a mayor representing the World Cup, like the city of Arlington?
Well, you need to understand that all good things that happen in Arlington are only because I'm the mayor here.
Okay,
If it wasn't for the fact that I wasn't the mayor, you know, the Rangers never won a World Series until I became the mayor, and then the Rangers won the World Series. We never had a Grand Prix of Arlington until I became the mayor, and now we have a Grand Prix of Arlington. Arlington never had a World Cup until
Jim Ross came and
that's
became the
right,
mayor.
baby. So it's all because of no. Here's the reality. We're really good at bringing people to Arlington because I think what we're able to do better than anybody else is to demonstrate that we welcome everybody. Arlington's the most diverse city in the entire state of Texas. We're the fourth most diverse city in the country. And I like to think that we're the most diverse because we're the most welcoming. We don't care what your culture is. We don't care what your ethnicity is. We don't care what your skin color is. We don't care who you worship. We don't care who you love. We don't care how you love. All we care about is that you come here and you treat people with decency and respect. Show each other that you love each other, and it's good. And I think that's what we're looking forward to the most, is showing the world why Arlington is the most diverse city. Showing the world why we welcome everybody here, regardless of the language you speak or any of that. Let's get Bad Bunny performing at the World Cup.
Yes. So, you know, right now we actually have people from all over the world watching us as we speak right now. So, what can you tell them? Like, what is Arlington besides everything you just said? Because that's part of Arlington.
Yeah.
So, how else can you tell them what is Arlington?
Yeah. Well, Arlington is the American Dream City.
Yes.
And what we believe in Arlington is that regardless of who you are, regardless of where you're from, regardless of your socioeconomic status, you don't have to be rich, you don't have to be wealthy, you don't have to have a big job. You can come here and make your dreams come true, because you're gonna have a family when you come here.
Right.
We believe in taking care of each other. We believe in believing in each other. You know, did you ever think as a young girl that you'd be doing a podcast where people from all over the world could see your podcast?
No, and I never even thought I will have a shop, my first shop, and it was right in downtown Arlington.
It was in down, and I was
Remember?
there
And
for
you
the
were there?
ribbon
Yes.
cutting. That's right. I still haven't gotten any treatments or anything. I don't know what's up with that.
Today,
You know?
in front of everyone. Well, that's actually awesome and very different. You know, before you became the mayor, tell me, who is Jim Ross? Before you became the mayor, who was Jim Ross, and what made you become or want to become the mayor?
So I like to tell people I'm probably the weirdest mayor in the country.
The coolest.
I don't know about that. So I grew up inner city Detroit. I don't come from a wealthy family. My father worked on the line at an assembly plant back with all the cars and everything. I tried to go to college at first and play football, but I sucked at college and I sucked at football. So I dropped out of college and I joined the Marine Corps. And I spent 4 years as a Marine in the late 70s and early 80s. I was a bouncer in Detroit at a disco in 1978. I had a big afro. It was really different back then.
Yeah.
When I got out of the Marine Corps, I came to Texas and I became a police officer. I was part of Arlington's first full-time SWAT team. I spent 7 years undercover buying drugs for a living. I taught martial arts for 30 years or so. I didn't finish my undergrad till I was in my mid-30s. And then I went to law school when I was 36 years old. So I'm a lawyer now. I have a law firm. I own a couple of restaurants, nightclub. I've owned tattoo shops.
Oh, really?
I'm the weird guy, I'll wear a short sleeve shirt and I'm all inked up. I have tattoo up both sleeves, and people think, you're just an old white man, how do you have all the tattoos? Why do you do all that? That's just who I am. I have, I'm not married anymore. I have 3 ex-wives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big pay.
I have 4 kids and 6 grandkids, and I'm very close with my family. I have a great relation. I'm a much better ex-husband than I ever was a husband. So I just have, I believe in enjoying life and taking care of people, and Arlington's been good to me and my family, and so I decided to give back. I have a son, and this is one of the reasons why I originally decided to run for mayor. I have a son who just turned 35 years old.
Oh, really?
And
Is that your youngest son?
no, my youngest is 28, and but my son who just turned 35 has cerebral palsy. He's short and crooked. He'll tell you. You see him walk in somewhere, he's crooked. His hip is crooked, his back is crooked. He's married and has 3 kids. But as he grew up, he kept telling me, Dad, he goes, I'm gonna be an actor. And I would say, let's work on plan B, because being an actor is really hard for an able-bodied person. But you have a physical disability, it's gonna be even more difficult.
Did it hurt
So-
you telling him that?
Yeah, it was, and I look back on it and it bothers me because I didn't motivate him. I didn't give him the courage to do what he needed, and here's what happened. He didn't listen to me. He
Like, I'm glad
he
did
went
it.
to Creative Arts Theater in Arlington. He did Theater Arlington. He did Casa Mañana over in Fort Worth. He did all of the drama stuff in high school and everything with Arlington Independent School District. And COVID hits, and he gets an audition via Zoom. And on Zoom, they couldn't see that he was short and crooked. So they hire him. And he shows up, and it was supposed to be a little show online. And it turns out to be one of the biggest shows on TV called The Chosen, about the life of Christ. And my son has one of the major roles in it. He plays Little James. The show gets picked up by Paramount, that gets bought out by Netflix, and he signs a 7-season, multi-million-dollar deal with Netflix. That opens up the door for him to be in Black Panther 2. It opens up the door for him to be in every episode of 1883. He now writes, directs, and produces shows. He has a very successful career in acting. When he grew up, I kept telling him, let's work on plan B. But our community gave him the courage and the confidence to pursue his dream. So he achieved his dream in the American Dream City, not because he had a great dad that told him he could do it, but because he had a great community that gave him the confidence to go ahead and pursue it. So that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to be mayor, is to give back to my community that gave so much to one of my kids.
Right. Wow. Honestly, I never knew this about you, and that's a really motivational, like, it inspires me, and I'm sure it also inspires our audience. Basically, he didn't give up, and in life, you're not supposed to give up. So imagine if he would have been like, you know what, my dad is right. He wouldn't be where he's at right now.
That's right.
But the fact that how do I say this? Like, you just didn't want to be a mayor just because, but because of your son. So
I wanted to give back to a city that's done so much for me. Being a mayor has cost me. I had a very lucrative law firm with 60 employees. I now have 4 employees. I have lost millions of dollars as a result of it. The city pays me $250 a month before taxes, and then they take out my membership at the rec center, so that I don't even get that. So I get like $200 a month to be mayor. So you have to have a passion for it.
right.
Luckily, I still make money. I still have restaurants. I still have other ways I make money, but I don't make near the money I used to because I'm not focused on my business. I'm focused on my city.
Right.
And this city, we're the largest unpaid mayor in the country. No other city is bigger than Arlington that doesn't pay their mayors full time.
Wow.
And so it's a full-time, really volunteer position. And but there's a lot more to being a mayor than being paid money. There's things that you can do to make a difference in people's lives.
Right.
Forever. I'm a 65-year-old white heterosexual Christian man. That's how I see the world. And when I became mayor and I look around in this diverse community, if I want to know what it's like to be Latino, I should probably ask Latinos. If I want to know what's important to the Latino community or the Black community or the Asian or the Muslim or the LGBTQ or whatever, it would be important for me to go to those communities and say, what am I missing? Because I see the world through the eyes of a 65-year-old white heterosexual Christian man. I've never been gay, I've never been a woman, I've never been Latino, I've never been Black. I don't know, I can try to empathize, but I really don't know. So I formed advisory councils of all of those groups of people. And now we have a Hispanic Heritage Festival every year that is robust, and we bring out tons of food and music, and 7,000 people come out to the Levitt and just party and have a good time. Not 7,000 Latinos, 7,000 people enjoying the Hispanic culture.
Yeah.
Whites, Blacks, Muslims. You can see people of different ethnicities all salsa dancing at the Levitt and enjoying a rich Hispanic culture. We had the largest Pride event in Texas, and I'm proud of that.
Right.
I get grief from certain parts of my community because I support people who are different than me.
Right.
But I had an older lady come up to me at one of the Pride events, and she grabbed hold of my jacket, and she said,
a lot of parties.
she grabs hold of my jacket and she goes, Mayor, I want to thank you. And she's crying, big tears.
Aww.
And I said, thank me for what? She goes, my grandson lives with me because my daughter and son-in-law kicked him out of the house because he's transitioning to a woman.
Oh, wow.
And they won't accept him for who he is. And she says he never felt like he lived in a city that loved him until now.
Oh, wow.
And when you hear that, that makes a difference.
Well, how did that make you feel?
Listen, you know, I'm a
There's
Christian.
no words.
I'm a Christian. God tells us two real important things to do. Love God and love your neighbor as God would love your neighbor.
All right.
And God didn't say love your neighbor if your neighbor looks like you or believes like you or loves like you or worships like you. God says just love your neighbor. It doesn't matter.
Right.
You know? So how we treat each other truly matters. You know, if you could be the best DJ, the best podcaster in the world, but if you don't know how to develop and nurture relationships, you're never going to be the best you can be.
Right.
You can be the
agree.
best electrician, you can be the best anything, but if you don't know how to develop relationships, nurture those relationships, you're never going to be good. You're never going to be the best you can be. So always, you know, work on your relationships with God, your relationships with family, with friends, with your community, with your colleagues, with your coworkers. Those relationships matter.
Right. That actually hit home. I love that. And that's exactly who the real Jim Ross is. And you know what? I love that. And you were mentioning, like, Arlington has a lot of events, right?
Yeah.
And besides the World Cup and everything, don't we also have the Grand Prix? The
Grand Prix of Arlington. So this is IndyCar racing, which if you've never seen an IndyCar up close, I don't know that I could fit in one because the seats are so small, but they're really cool. They're going to be racing around the Globe Life Field and AT&T Stadium. They're going to be coming down Randall Mill Road at speeds of almost 200 miles an hour. And when you sit in the Indy car, it's almost like you're sitting right on the ground. It is crazy, but it's going to be super, super cool. And it's in like 30 days.
In 30 days?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that myself. So that means you're gifting me some tickets. No, I'm
Oh.
just kidding. Well, and
We go Radio Metroplex. Don't worry.
everybody.
Everybody.
No, I'm just playing. So how did Arlington ended up with this? I never even think. I think I only seen that in California. But
They have it in Vegas, they have it in Detroit, they have it in some other cities. But when you talk to the race car drivers, they're all telling you this is the best track, this is the best there's going to be. They're building all the grandstands and pit row and everything right now in Arlington around there. I'm very excited about it. You know, I've never been to a professional car race. I've never been to an IndyCar race. I've never been to NASCAR. I don't know what it's like, but I hear it's crazy cool.
yeah.
So this is gonna be my first time ever.
That's very exciting. Oh my God. So going back to you mentioning in college, you used to play football. You used to mention,
Yeah,
right?
not really. I tried. I
So-
thought I was a lot better than what I really was. You know, I played in high school, and then I thought, well, the big teams weren't really interested in me, so I'm gonna show them what they missed. I didn't show them anything. I really wasn't that good. So I
Okay.
majored in partying and chasing girls. That's what I did. And I wasn't good at either
Everybody's
one of
good.
that either. So
So we just hit halftime. That's what production is letting me know. So I'm gonna introduce my show again and who you are, and Radio Metroplex. Okay?
okay,
Because a lot of people are barely coming in again.
perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Hello, you guys. This is Mitzi Martinez, and I am here with MJ Magic Show, straight from Radio Metroplex, Arlington, Texas, the capital of entertainment,
Sports.
shows, and sports. And I'm here with the mayor of Arlington, Texas, Jim Ross. So what would you prefer? Soccer or football? But keep in mind, do you know how? Okay, in Spanish, football.
Football
Soccer.
is soccer. Yeah.
But why? Well, in English,
Uh-oh.
it's
Soccer.
soccer. Isn't it weird?
So, yeah, it's weird, but I love both sports. You know, when my oldest son first started playing sports, he was playing soccer. And my wife signed me up to help coach. Well, I never played soccer as a kid. I didn't know the first thing about it. So this was before the days of internet, and I had to go buy a book about soccer for dummies or something like that. And so I bought a book to learn the rules of soccer. My youngest daughter played select competitive soccer all over the country. And when I traveled with her, I was like, man, this is cool. And it was funny because we would yell certain things, like she played with a lot of Latinas, okay? Because, you know, the Mexican American girls would all play soccer. And I learned that we would yell certain things like, you know, the girls would be out there and they'd fall down or something like that, and we'd yell, "No chiones," you know, and
See, you know some Spanish.
well, poquito, yeah. So we would yell at them and stuff, but it was fun. So I love both games. You know, soccer is a lot like hockey. I love hockey as well because it's a fast-moving game. There's always something going on with it. And the rules between soccer and hockey are pretty similar. You have offsides, you have other stuff like that. Football is fun because it's not a contact sport. It's an impact sport. I mean, you are impacting that, and you know, a little bit of violence is good for everybody. No, I'm joking. But football is fun as well. So I love both sports actually.
Who's your favorite team from football?
From football, it's going to be the boys because they
boys.
play here in Arlington. But I grew up in Detroit, so my second favorite team are the Detroit Lions.
What if they were both to play each other?
Then it's got to be the boys. I'm sorry, but that's my
boys.
home now, so I gotta take my boys. You know.
I should have put that song in the background. So you also have your re-election coming up, correct?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
can you tell the audience about that so they can vote for you?
Oh, sure. I'd love to.
Yes!
So, you know, I've served, I'm nearing the end of my second term as mayor. My first term was 2 years because that's what it was when we got elected. We put the term limits back on the ballot, got it extended to three-year terms. So my second term was 3 years. So I've served almost 5 years as mayor. I'm eligible for one more term of 3 years. So if I get reelected on May 2nd, I will get to serve one more term as mayor. And, you know, we've done some really spectacular things in Arlington that I'm very, very proud of. When I first got elected as mayor, I told everybody that the most important thing was jobs. You have to create good paying jobs, because if you create good paying jobs for people, you make housing more affordable. You help homelessness because people are gainfully employed. You bring the crime rate down as you're doing that. So we really focused on job creation. So in the 4.5, almost 5 years I've been mayor, we've increased the number of jobs in Arlington by nearly 30,000 positions.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
We increased the average salary in Arlington by more than 20%. And we've brought 13 new headquarters to Arlington, North American or world headquarters to Arlington, Texas.
Wow.
This last year, Arlington was selected as the best run city in all of North Texas by Wallet Hub, the second best run city in the entire state of Texas.
Oh, wow.
Arlington is selected as the second safest city in the entire state of Texas. Now, keep in mind, we're a big city. We're bigger than Pittsburgh, we're bigger than St. Louis, we're bigger than New Orleans, we're about the same size as Tampa. For every year that I've been mayor, we have decreased our overall crime every single year. This year, we were able to decrease overall crime by about 19%.
Wow.
And that is spectacular. And if you look at all of our credit ratings for the city, our city is running smoothly. We've had hiccups that weren't issues that we've done, but issues with the tax appraisal district and things such as that. But we're attracting great business. We're bringing great jobs. We're welcoming a very diverse group of people into Arlington. And we're showing that we don't all have to look alike to be alike.
Right.
And it's something special. So we're very proud of what we're doing. As of today, I have 3 people running against me. One of those 3 people has access to a whole lot of money, and they are part of the old school of doing things. They want to come back in and turn Arlington back to the more conservative way of looking at
Boring.
things. Yeah, well,
Boring.
boring, but more importantly, I think they misunderstand of what attracts good business nowadays. What attracts good business isn't a bunch of old white people sitting in a room going, here's what we have to do. What attracts good business is when you can demonstrate to businesses that when they come to Arlington, that their Muslim employees will have a place to go, that their Latino and Asian and Black employees will have great communities, that their gay employees can enjoy life here, that we have good schools for kids, we have great stuff going on here, and that's what attracts good business.
Right. Well, that is awesome. And this is why you guys need to re-elect Jim Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we need some help. We need help because we've got to get all communities out to help.
Yeah.
And especially the Latino community. It's the second largest community in the city, and it's going to be the largest community here in the city, and the Latinos need to vote.
Right.
We've got to get out and vote, get registered and vote. I mean, look at what's going on in this country now. It is scary.
Very.
I mean, I would be scared if I was a person of color. I would be scared.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we need everybody's help.
So, like I mentioned, especially the Latinos, y'all better go vote for him. And honestly, I feel like you are an amazing mayor and you're doing a lot for the community. Whenever I came here from Chicago, it was like in 9th grade. My parents came to Arlington. It was kind of, I don't know if you were the mayor, but I don't think you were. It was different, very different. And then once I became a business owner, I'm talking about like almost 20 years ago. So
No, I was not the mayor.
yeah,
20
so
years
no,
ago.
I'm like, no, it wasn't you. And there was a lot of crime going on. It was,
Yeah.
honestly, it was ghetto.
Yeah.
And then now, years later, I never thought that my first business would be in Arlington. And I love it. I love it. And I love the fact that it's growing so much.
Yeah.
Well, since we do have everyone watching us all over the world as well, do you have like a message for them, motivational message for everybody around the world?
Yeah, relationships matter.
Correct.
Treat people with decency and respect. And it comes back to you. Karma is a real thing. If you run around treating people horribly bad, that horribly bad stuff will come back to you. If you go around treating people with love and respect, you'll be amazed at the karma that you get back. you'll be amazed at what that does for your business. You'll be amazed at what it does for your life. You know, it feels good when we meet somebody and we fall in love. But it also feels good when you look at your friends and you know that friend loves me.
Yes.
It feels good to have that kind of love. So it's not just helping others. It's not just treating people right. There's a selfish part that it really feels good to get that love back.
Yeah.
So give it unconditionally. Don't give it expecting them to do anything, but wait and see what happens.
Yeah, no, I agree. I actually agree 100%. I believe that whatever you put out to the universe, you're gonna receive it back. God will treat you the same way you treat others. Whether it's good or bad, it's gonna come right back.
Yep.
Okay, so let me say questions real quick. I feel like I covered everything already. So this is yeah. So this is me now. This is me. No more Arlington. Well.
What do you mean you now? Do you have
This is-
multiple personalities?
I know.
Yes.
It's like, yeah. I feel like I'm in that movie Split, you know?
And you know what?
If you start climbing these walls, I'm out of here, all right?
I won't. I'll just probably fly, you know. No, I actually do. Okay, so I am a body contouring specialist, a makeup artist, and like I mentioned before, my very first shop, it was here in Arlington, Texas, downtown Arlington. I didn't know what I was getting myself into at all, right? I was new in business, and the fact that I did all of that by myself. But going back to what you mentioned, whatever you put out there will come back. And I had always put respect, loyalty, and good energy out there. So God blessed me back one way or another, and it was unexpected. So I remember whenever I was gonna have my grand opening, I told myself, I wanna have a ribbon cutting. I always dream of having like something like that. So I remember I went to City Hall and I'm trying to figure out what do I do or what, you know, I'm just going from place to place. I think I went to the court and then they sent me to City Hall. So I told them, hey, I want to have, you know, a ribbon cutting. What do I have to do? And they told me, well, you can have it by yourself. And I'm like, yeah, but I actually want the mayor there. They're like, okay, well, we can give you his email or, you know, yeah, it was your email because I remember I emailed you and your secretary responded. And now we're like this, bestie. So because of that, I actually wanted to gift you my very first picture with the mayor at my grand opening. This was 3 years ago, literally, July 14, 2023.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
And you could see some of my ink in this picture too. Look at that. I didn't notice it, but look, we're both wearing pink too. What's up?
Yes.
That's cool.
No, yeah, because I had told your secretary, you can wear pink. And she said, okay, he said he'll wear pink.
Man, I'm a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
You really are.
Well, thank you, hon. That's
Thank
really
you.
cool.
Honestly, thank you. Just thank you for even being here today with Radio Metroplex, with my show, MJ Magic Show. And this is not even your first time here. This is your second time.
Uh-huh.
You were here for, what's
The
it
Down
called?
and Real.
The Down and Real show with Myrna Martinez.
Yeah.
With
She's-
We're both Martinez.
She's muy loca, sí.
Yeah,
Hey,
so,
I'm
yeah, so like that is so amazing. Martinez.
Angel
No,
Martinez.
Meredith, she's,
Thank you for supporting us.
we love her. So
Yes, we do. It's something about the Martinez.
it's
Yeah.
the Martinez.
But thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much to everyone, you know, watching us. And it's honestly un honor tenerlo aquí. Honored to have you
Thank you.
here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. quiere decir al final para terminar y ya.
Is there anything else you would like to tell the audience?
Nada.
No?
No.
Oh yeah, he's gonna put that right there next to his desk.
I'm gonna go. I can't put it up at home. My girlfriend may get a little jealous or something. Like, what are you doing?
Tell her it's okay, girl. You got it.
So, a nombre de todo Radio Metroplex, gracias por venir y ya.
Okay, well, thank you from Radio Metroplex and everybody here for coming. You know, for honestly coming.
Thank you
the
for having
support.
me. I really, thank you for the support and thank you for letting me come and talk to your audience. It's always a blessing to be around you and everybody else here. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.